Her middle name, Elise, is from a Cure song. Oh, Elise, it doesn't matter what you say.
Hi, this is Daphne from Cool Mom, and this is my 5-month-old Rex. And that's significant to what I want to talk about, which is baby names. How do we name our babies? What criteria have you used? Now, since my name is Daphne, I've always liked having a little offbeat name. It's not like nothing anybody can connect with. Like sometimes I do say, you know, from Scooby-Doo. Or if they're older, I say, you know, Daphne de Maurier. But I like that I didn't encounter a lot of Daphnes growing up. So I definitely had that in mind as a model for my own daughter. So I looked back to old movie star names. So Vivian Lee was definitely there, but actually somebody I knew like 15 years ago named their kid Vivian, and then it kind of made me go, oh yeah, like Vivian Lee.
My daughter Lita is named after my mother's sister who died very young. And my mother is one of 10 kids, and they're all crazy. And Lita died very, very young, and I like to think that Lita would have grown up to be the one sibling in my mom's family that wasn't crazy. Her middle name, Elise, is from a Cure song. Oh, Elise, it doesn't matter what you say.
We made lists and lists and lists and every possible permutation of name. I think Logan was supposed to be Cole. I think I wanted Cole. My ex wanted Hayden. I wanted it Gibson because Gibson means son of Gil. His father's name is Gilbert. Go figure. And none of that worked. And so on day 3, he was down in the hospital cafeteria and he overheard some people in front of him talking about somebody named Logan. And he just dropped his sandwich and came running up to the room. He said, Mindy, I just heard someone say the name Logan. What do you think? And I said, get the candy striper. That's our name.
Just can't stay here every yesterday. I keep on acting out the same the way we act out.
I wanted my son to have the kind of name that like the cool guys in high school would be like, you know, hey dude, you want to do some b-ball? Let's go. You know, so that's why when we were thinking like Spencer, I kind of thought, I think Spencer's going to get his ass kicked. I don't know if they're going to ask him to play basketball. So I don't know. And then of course with the name Rex Maxwell Peel, I think it's pretty clear what he's going to be. A super spy.
Just like you, Daphne, like when I was thinking of names, for my daughter, like I totally thought of okay, if she's a CEO or she's president, like what name would be distinguished enough and good enough for her to carry through life. Because when I was a teenager, for 2 years, I lived with my grandparents, Henry and Carmen Alexis, and I was very, very close to both of them. So my daughter was named Alexis, because of my grandparents' surname was Alexis, and of course it had the added bonus of being able to be shortened to Alex.
And with Marlo, that was a lot more difficult. We threw around hundreds of names, and the thing is that I like names that I can shout out in my southern accent when I'm angry. They kind of have to do that, like Lita, Elise. With Marlo, early on, I saw a copy of the book Free to Be Me and You, or whatever that is, the Marlo Thomas book, and I thought, Marlo, that's a great name, Marlo. I can say it southern like Marlo.
My husband and I kind of took the lazy way out, and we used a family name, and so we named our son Robert James III, which is sort of confusing sometimes because now we've got 3 Robert James in the family: grandfather, father, and then our son.
True story. Years and years ago, in 2001, when I was pregnant with Daphne, I would sit there and listen to the radio, and I would turn on Dr. Dean Adele. I loved Dean Adele, so I would listen to him every day. And he and his producer would banter back and forth. I just loved the way he involved her in the show. And that was Daphne Brogdon. Little did I know that I would ever be working with her. So Daphne, you had a great influence on what I named my daughter.
Mindy, I am really glad that I could help inspire you to name your daughter Daphne. Sorry, Whitney's out there. It's just a better name.
I just want to put in a plea to all of you out there who are expecting for the name Karen. There's no Karens anymore though. Like, you can't think of a Karen under the age of 35, I wager. Like, it's become an old woman's name, like Ethel or something. And Karen is a very nice name.
Lita Elise. Marlo Iris.
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.